Hey everybody, welcome to the Prosperity and Health Alliance. We're going to get started in a few minutes. Of course, I'm Wade and Creel's here on the line. Siha has amazingly flown off to Hawaii, so he's in transit somewhere. He won't be joining us tonight, but we're ready to have you on. Anybody want to raise their hand and give a shout out, say hi, I'm here? Please do so now. So we got a shout out here. So what are these things saying? Oh, I clicked on something. There we go. We got Roger and Sabina and Melissa and Mike Bo. Hey guys, how you guys doing? Rodney and Heather. Hi, Heather. Way out in Saskatchewan. Let's see, who else we got? Carla. Hi, Carla. Big hugs out to you, Cassandra. Great. Say hi, Cassandra. Carmen. Hi, Carmen. Danny. Sheila. All right. We got more and more people joining. Robin, that's great. Welcome, Ian. Rashak. Hey, buddy. How's it going down in Mexico? We got teammates all around the world joining us this evening. We're so lucky to see how, and blessed to see how things are rolling with PH Alliance. Had a great weekend, so for those of you out there, anybody out there, enjoy the weekend. You can give a shout out on Sunday. Krill, did you have a good time?
Had a fantastic time. Hi, everybody. Wade and I were in meetings all day, so we are stoked at what happened on the weekend and super excited about what we've got to kind of roll out tonight, but also really in the next 45 to 90 days. And we got lots of great ideas to really kind of throw a lot of kindling, wood, and gasoline on the fire here to really get things rocking and rolling for us. So yeah, happy to be aboard and happy you guys joining us.
So it's top of the hour, so we want to be respectful of everybody's time. I want to thank you all for joining and being here early and ready to go. I love that. That always tells me the people that are right on top of things and are ready to make their business grow and their dreams be reached in this year and the years to come. Of course, I'm your host, Wade T. Lightheart. I'm here joined here with my good friend and fellow PH Alliancer, that's a word for you, Mr. Creel Hutchinson. Say hi, Creel.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you. Nice to have you on board.
And tonight we're going to go over a couple of clear things about where things are moving forward in 26. Just so you know, right now the business of Enagic is exploding globally at at levels never before seen in the company. A lot of things are happening. Our teams are growing. The people that are doing the work are getting the results. The people that aren't, we're encouraging them to get on board and now, because we're rolling out what we call the ABC 123 training system. The whole thing, because what we want to do is eliminate the friction in your business. We want to eliminate the need to go out to a demo, the need to become a water expert. What we want to train is you to become an expert on the business and an expert at using the tools of the business so that you can move fast and quick without being limited. And then when you're looking for, guidance, wisdom, or which way to go or where to spend your time, energy, and money as your organization goes, then myself or Creel or Siha or your other 6As that are in the group can then provide you direction within that. We're sharing it this way because the world has changed. The old way of doing, network marketing business is you make your list, call a bunch of people, become an expert in the juice or the potion or lotion. That's what we did. We became experts in the water. The new way, the new way is you use digital-based systems where all the tools are there, and because you can get replication. And technology has really caught up with the network marketing business, and we're embracing the technology because it's never worked faster. Now when you go through your list, you do texting. Creel's going to talk about some inviting and some things he covered on the weekend for review for all our teams. And I'm going to share with you about how we're plugging into the Prosperity and Health Alliance and why it is that we do. Here's the thing. Here's the why of our business. We're helping bring prosperity and health to all people all around the world, no matter where they come from or what their background is. That's what we do. We help them get healthier, and we help them gain financial independence through our business system. And we do this because we care and we see the future, and we know the future is bright for those who embrace this technology, and the future is not so bright for those people who don't. The statistics say that by 2050 there'll be no blue-collar jobs left. Gone. Right now, most of the, it's a competitive marketplace. A lot of the high-paying jobs are now being farmed out to other countries at a lower rate. So people who used to enjoy a high income don't enjoy them. People that used to have job security, it's gone now. People that used to bet on Social Security, it's gone now. People that you used to be able to trust on the government system, those government systems are too big, too dinosaur-oriented to keep up with the pace of change of this, the microchip and the cell phone. So what we've done is we've made it available that you can run your entire business from this anywhere in the world. And then you can access anybody in the world, and you can do it simply, quickly, and efficiently so that you can get maximum results. You work with the people who are working, you work with the people who get it, you have a lot of fun doing it, and you have the system that does the teaching and training for you, and what you do is you coach people to use the system. So without going any further, I'm going to turn it over to Creel Hutchison because he's going to teach a little bit tonight about what he covered, which was really the ABCs of how our system works. Creel, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, thanks, Wade. So for those who weren't there over the weekend, let me just draw the picture. We had about 90 people for a 4-hour training on Sunday, and it was a packed room. We were over capacity, so we got in a bit of trouble for that. That's the kind of trouble we want to have. So I think people got great value, got great feedback, and it was really the first PH Alliance training, or Super Sunday we called it, with many more to come, and with the idea of building towards a bigger event at the end of April, sometime in May, so like a big Super Saturday. So just realize we're at the beginning of something that's going to be ongoing, and it's really exciting. So I want to cover, this is what we do. So what we do is the ABCs, which is invite. We invite people to the opportunity. B is we open them to the system, to the business, to having a wire machine. And C, we coach them to the next steps. If it's a customer, we show them how to get set up. If it's a distributor, we show them the next steps to take in order to be successful. So we're calling this the ABCs, and Wade's going to go through the 1, 2, 3's. We want to make this really simple for people at all levels to know what the system is, to plug people into it so that we can duplicate and automate a lot of this stuff. So it really puts the pressure off some of the leaders that we can duplicate a little easier, get some more free time back, but it simplifies it for the new person coming in. And we know from experience when people get overwhelmed, they do one thing, they stop. So we want to make it super simple, and we take one step at a time so that a new person or a person who's been in the business for a little while, they can know what the next steps are. So they're not feeling overwhelmed, they're feeling empowered, they're feeling supportive, and there's a clear direction. It's like showing up into the game with a flashlight pointed in the right direction, and you just take one step after another. So starting with what we do is A, we invite. I covered this a lot on the weekend. I'm just going to kind of go over a few of the key points. We are in a sales process, and typically in sales, it's going to take on average 7 exposures in order for someone to believe you, trust you, really connect to the reputation, have their questions and answered, and so forth. So you're looking at 7 exposures. So we don't expect people to join us and say a big yes after 2 or 3. So you realize you're in a process. The process is really key towards education and understanding of Kangen water and the business opportunity. So are you willing to be patient enough to take someone, a new prospect, through a process and help them understand what we have? This is what sales is all about. In network marketing, this is our key, education and understanding. So realize on average it's going to take 7 exposures. That means some people are going to take 12 and other people are going to take 4, right? What we practice is using Eric Worre's inviting formula, which I went over the weekend pretty extensively. But just to break it down, number 1, be in a hurry. Number 2, sincere compliment. Number 3, make your invitation. Number 4, say these magic words. If I sent you this, would you do this? Right? Number 5, get the commitment. Number 6, confirm the commitment. Number 7, schedule the call. Get off the phone or end the meeting and move forward. That's the inviting formula. We are going to do that every single day we are operating inside our network marketing business. So from the very beginning, this is the gateway tool. Eric Worre lists 7 fundamental skills. You're not going to practice all 7 of those skills being a new person. What we're going to focus on is finding prospects and the inviting. That's what we really want to help people get started with. So the A is inviting, right? From there, we're going to invite people to take 2 different things. We're either going to invite them to attend a live event, which could be a 3-way phone call, a demo, a big event, or we're going to invite them to take a look at a third-party tool. In today's world, we are going digital, and it's happening really, really quickly. So people feel much more comfortable looking at a 5-minute video, looking at a 10-minute video, than saying yes to spending 2 hours coming out to a presentation. If you realize there's 7 exposures that need to happen, and the first 1 and 2 are really about setting up the appointment, sending a text, meeting a person for coffee or tea, maybe getting together for lunch, connecting on Facebook, inviting them to do something. So the second or third exposure, we're in front of somebody, right? We want to invite them to take a look at a piece of material that creates a little more intrigue. If you're looking to build a large, duplicatable organization, rather than a sales business, you want to usually lead with a video or a third-party tool in the beginning. So if I was meeting with someone that I knew was really into athletics, we have a great juice, we chat, I realize this would be a great fit for them, I invite them to take a look at a short video that will explain a little bit of what we're up to catch their intrigue. So I probably send them, the Shan Stratton, Wade Lightheart 10-minute overview of this with athletics, right? Then I follow up because that's part of the inviting formula. So the follow-up is not a mystery. It's right there in the inviting formula. I just follow up with my word with the time we agreed upon. I get on the phone with them, ask them, what did you like best? Listen to their questions, listen to their comments. I might ask some questions and so forth. And most likely what's going to happen is there's going to be more intrigue. And I say, hey, would you like to learn more about what we got? Then I'm going to invite them to take another step towards maybe going to the Health Success Center website and watching all 9 videos to log in so that they can get a full understanding of what we have in an hour and 20 minutes. Maybe I think, okay, you know what, they need 1 more video before I can ask them to take that bigger step. So why don't I send them this, or why don't I send them that? Maybe I'm inviting them to a water trial. But we're just doing the inviting formula over and over again, right? It's really simple. If people come with objections, and everybody out there, have you ever had an objection around Kangen water and what people have read on the internet or the price? Of course we have. The best way to handle an objection is to know that you're going to have one. So it's in your best interest to practice and be prepared to hear the objections. I have found that this formula, the feel, felt, found, I know exactly how you feel. I felt the same way 5 years ago when I was introduced to this technology that it was very expensive. But what I found was through using it and researching it a little bit more, that it turned out to be great value, and it's been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Would you be interested in looking a little bit more at some information that I looked at that to build that value, right? Feel, felt, found. It's really basic in sales, and realize we're in sales, so we need to gain this comfortability, we need to gain this trust. Feel, felt, found is a great way to do it. Understand third-party tools does all the heavy lifting for us. We do not need to be the expert, right? We can send people to an expert, and it can be very quickly. We've got great 3-minute videos, 6-minute videos, 10-minute videos, 20-minute videos. We've got the full Health Success Center 9 videos, right? Depending on the qualification and me chatting with them, maybe they're interested in the UConn, maybe they're interested in the business, maybe they're interested in the Kangen water, the system itself. I can lead them towards specific third-party tools. So you as a new distributor or as an old distributor need to be familiar with what tools. In general, it comes down to about 10 to 12 template emails I use with about 10 to 12 video links that I'll send to get the real point across. We're going to make all that available in the coming weeks here through the PH Alliance. So if you're signing up on the team and you're getting our preloaded autoresponder emails, we're going to send out all of this stuff. So you want to get yourself and your team definitely loaded. We're going to do the training. We're going to set people up with all the materials they are to be successful. From 5 years being in it, Wade being in it 8 years, we realize that 90% of our business comes down to 10 to 12 basic questions or key components. So we're going to give that to people all right up front. So you want to get very familiar with that so that you know, being that this is your job and you got your toolbox, which tool to invite the person to take a look at. You don't want to throw the whole toolbox at somebody. You want to just simply say, hey, I've got this great thing that will explain why the difference between our machines. I got this 7-minute video by Dr. Donaldson that does all that. If I sent it to you, would you watch it? Yeah, I'd watch it. Oh yeah, I was confused too when people started to tell me about, you know, all the different brands and names and the competition on the website, on the internet. If I sent you a clip which is about 30 minutes long that explains everything, would you look at it? Just knowing these tools and inviting to them, right? So that's the A. The B of our opportunity is the open. And what we really want to do is open people to the sale. In the past, there's been this idea of closing, but really we're here to open up businesses. We're here to open up people's health. We're here to get systems in people's homes. So we're really opening and inviting people to be part of something that they're not yet. So we open them up to the opportunity. In this is how to, you know, complete a sale, really finding out what that specific needs are, you know, the financing options that are available, the power of the trifecta, you know, the family health care package is, you know, to take care of all 3 aspects. You want the water, you want the Anaspa for the bathroom, and you want the Ukon for the supplement and the antioxidants and all the benefits that go along with it long term. So we want to invite people into the trifecta for the greatest health, and on the business opportunity, coming in with the trifecta really sets you up with the strongest duplication model, and it also allows you, as we'll go a little bit deeper in the coming weeks, to explain how to build a business using the Ukon ID right off the bat, which can be very effective as we build towards 6A2. There'll be videos of that coming soon, but tonight we're kind of just doing a little bit of the overview. So we got A, invite, B, open, and then we're moving on to C, which is coach, right? We coach our new people what steps. So if you've got a customer, you're going to coach them how to get the system installed, how to get them set up. You're going to touch base with them. You're going to be their friend. You're going to be that excellent customer salesperson, right? So the sale, your job's not done when someone buys. You know, we want to follow through and make sure, because they might give referrals. They might have questions. Let the experience be very positive for them. So we're coaching that kind of customer. Or you've got a distributor who wants to get started. So we're going to coach them what their next steps are. Right? We're going to coach them with the personal development that we recommend. We're going to coach them to the tools that we're going to go over. I'm going to turn it over to Wade with the 1, 2, 3 on that, but we're really getting the person started with the getting started formula. So we do ABC, invite, open, and coach. This is what we do. I avoided the PowerPoint tonight, so this is what we do, ABC, invite, open, coach. This is how we do it. Get your system, get your website, get your training, and the PH Alliance, right? So that is what the ABCs, the 1, 2, 3 looks like. I'll also just finish, you know, part of what we talked about on the weekend was tracking the numbers. And I think this is really, really important for a couple of reasons. We have identified that we want to do a lot more recognition and, you know, just really showing our support and recognition for people that are in the business, that are achieving new ranks, 2As, 3As, 4As, 5As, 6As. And as our businesses grows, it's very hard to know where people break ranks. So using the tracking number sheet, which I handed out and which will be coming out in one of our emails in the autoresponder, we're inviting people to get committed to doing this starting February 1st. It tracks your production, so it tracks your calls and your text messages, how many appointments you make, you know, how many water trials you do, how many sales. So you put a customer or distributor, their name down, and the new ranks that happen in your organization. So a new person is going to look very different than a 4A or 5A or 6A. But what we want to do is have people commit to doing that. Builds in accountability, which is powers don't lie, right? If you're working with a new person, you can sit down and see how much action did they actually take in a month. where are the results not happening? What needs to be fine-tuned? So tracking the numbers will allow us also to see, at the end of the month, you're going to send that to your upline 6A. The 6A is going to take a look at it, send it to the 6A2 and above, and we're going to have a better sense of where our business at the PH Alliance is happening month after month. I can guarantee you, if we do this and get everybody tracking the numbers, our business is going to grow as a result of it, just from the accountability alone, but seeing what's working and what's not. Otherwise, we're kind of blind in the dark with our business. And it's a very scary place to be when you're starting to build a family, a future, preparing for rent, you're wanting to do stuff, you want to make investments. When you're not sure actually what activity is happening in your business and where the checks are coming from, that's scary. So we want to really build in the ABCs, invite, open, and coach, track your numbers through it. And I think with that, I'm going to turn it over to Wade for the 1, 2, 3's of the PH Alliance system.
Great job, Krill. Thank you so much. It's always great to have you on the team, and that will be coming out, I believe, in 24 hours. Krill is going to send me over the tracking information, and I'm going to have that loaded into the PH Alliance website. And it's why you and your team need to be on this. And I went through the process of explaining how this is going to work and what we're leveraging for you guys. And I think you guys, once you get your heads wrapped around what we're doing here, you're going to be super excited. We're going to do all of the heavy lifting of the business, and we're systemizing the training for every single distributor in your organization. You understand that? So one of the big challenges when you get started is like you're trying to invite people, and you get a little team, and you're working with the team, and you get to a certain stage, and you're doing a lot of the same things over and over and over and over and over again, and you get to an organizational point. And one of the people say that worry about in this industry is you get to management mode. Okay, you get to management mode, and you're not out there getting new distributors and growing because this organization is so big. You're spending all your time on managing your distributors, and only a fraction of your time of what got you to that point. Well, with the Enagic's business model, we know that the compensation program is extraordinary. The product is outstanding. And the way that the 8-point compensation works, and if you haven't seen that, you can click on the compensation video on the big picture of how your business works. We have that at the PH Alliance website. I'll show you how to access that in a minute. But more importantly is you want to continue to keep building, because that's depth gives you security, and width gives you income. That's the two ways. Depth is security, width is income. You want to be building both at the right time. But there's a certain point that your organization grows exponentially. You can't grow as wide as your business goes depth. That's where the PH Alliance comes in. That's where we've had to implement it as an organization. And the thing is we're going to do that in your organization from day one, or wherever you are. If you're 1 year in the business, or 2 years in the business, or 5 years in the business, we've done that stuff. So let me show you, let me get to the point. So on the PH Alliance, if you haven't been there, this is what the site looks like. You can see at the top up here, it's prosperityandhealthalliance.com. Sorry we couldn't get the PH Alliance exactly. Somebody else took it, so make sure they go to the prosperityandhealthalliance.com. Okay? This is what it says. Welcome PH Alliance, business with a heart, because our hearts are in it. Look at all these people. Look at all that loving heart energy. I mean, can't be any better than that. Now here's how our process of getting started. ABC 1, 2, 3. As you can see, this is a digital-based business that we can now communicate and connect people all over the world. So what we share with people is, number one, get your machine. So if I click on this right now, where does it take me? Guess what? It takes me right to the Enagic USA website. So we're going to teach every person that this is how we run our business. And what do? You go over here to the store. So you've got a new person, grand opening in India, right? Isn't that great? By the way, and there it says you click on the store, and then you click on machines. Okay? So if they're getting a trifecta, you would get all the machines from that. But let's say I'm going to go buy, here's all the machines there on the site. And guess what? So we've got someone, they want to buy the K8. So I scroll down to the K8. I click on the K8, right? That'll give me a description if I want it. Kind of gives me a big blow-up version. I can kind of show that or whatever. You can take somebody even through these, if they're looking at machines, take them right onto the site and show them the options. Okay, so that's what you can do. And then let's say, add to cart. Bingo. Now, right there, if I was going to do the whole trifecta, I would then go to the Anaspa, then I would go to the Ukon, but to keep it short, we're going to do this quickly. So then I go what? I go to checkout. You know, if they're a returning customer, this is it. If this is you purchasing something for your own business, you can get all your supply need from Enagic is in here. So if it's a new customer, you put in their name and their email, this whole information, all that sort of stuff, and boom, you register through the order sequence. Simple and easy, and everybody does it. You also get your new distributor confident into where they go to the Enagic website. Boom, they get there. So once you've ordered that, you do the checkout, you put your credit card in there, all that sort of stuff. The sale goes through, it goes directly to the proper Enagic thing. So if it's someone in the United States, it goes to the appropriate US office. If it's in Canada, it goes to Vancouver or Toronto. If it's in Mexico, it goes to Mexico. If it's in India, it goes to India. That's the beauty of this. We can order all around the world. Okay? So just so you know, with some countries, you have to download the forms and fill them out, but afterward, most people that are on this call tonight will be working in Canada, the United States. Hopefully they're getting. So that's that part. That's one of our videos, of course, so we'll get to that in a minute. So that's first. So you take the distributor. So when you're doing this process and you show people, you want to show people exactly how you're doing this. So we went here, get your machine, we ordered that. Then we go to step number 2. Step number 2 is get your website. So what do? We go to the website, bingo. This takes us to the Health Success Center website. Now, right on here, this actually teaches us, this is where we go on here, and we can order a machine. So this site has everything. Here's the membership. You want to get the $20 membership, okay? By the way, somebody wants to know how to get a maintenance on the machine, you click on here, there's maintenance of the videos, right? If you want to go into the back office, let's check what the back office looks like. Okay, here's all the different PowerPoint. It's got the PowerPoints, it's got a health presentation, new buyer options, Ukon PowerPoint, Kangen demo. We got all of the products that we need are already here. You know, downloadable for that stuff. Okay, also, when people get a membership, okay, they get a complete video system that allows them to track when a person has gone the videos. If you go to the Health Success website, you know, you enter the information in there, what's going to happen is you're going to be taken through 9 specific videos that take you step by step through a sales process. All of the information that you need, the scientific information, the thing on athletes, the thing about the 2.5, all of those documents are inside the Health Success Center. So what you, instead of, you know, someone says, oh, what about the 2.5 weight? Go to the Health Success Center. What about, do you know where the Shan Stratton video is? Go to the Health Success Center. What about the documentation? Go to the Health Success Center. The beauty of this is it takes you out of being an expert on the water. You just be an expert on using the system. So using the system is the key. The reason why McDonald's, everybody can, and I talked about this on the weekend, McDonald's, everybody can make a burger better than McDonald's. Everybody. I don't think there's anybody in the world that says they can't make a burger better than McDonald's. But why do McDonald's, why have they sold billions and billions of burgers? Because they got a system so easy and so effective it can be run by teenagers. That's amazing. So what we're doing is we're following the McDonald's version of success, only we're doing it with this, and we're providing people something that they need, something that they love, something that's good for their health, and something that's good for their finances should they participate with all of the tax incentives that you get from owning and operating your own business. It's really, really awesome. So I feel super, super excited about this. So let's go back here. Now, so you teach them to get it. So right on there, you go to that site and you purchase a website for that. Now, I will put one caveat. In order for a person to purchase a website, they need to put in their distributor ID. So if they do that, what you can do is you put in the distributor, you can call the Magic after you get your machine. They'll issue your distributor ID, and then you go and click on their website. While you're waiting, because it might take a few minutes or an hour or something like that for them to get the ID processed, what you do is you take them through your health success site and run them through the videos and show that how that works and how the back office works. You go around, you look around inside that. By the way, for those of you people who own a health success center, and this is a lot of people, I was one of these people at one time. I owned the site, and I didn't use the site. So I just go buy everything that comes out in Magic. I just go buy it, and then I see if it works. Or I hear someone has something working, I buy it and try it. I got a whole bunch of stuff that don't work, but I do know that this works. So the beauty of it is you can take people through the site while you're waiting for them to get their distributor ID, and they're excited because now you're like, okay, let's get you a site, $20 a month. They have a site that has tracking. They have a site that has a video presentation. They have a site that has expertise. They have a site that asks the closing questions and gets the person to the part where they're ready to open their own business or, open up their wallet and get a system for their own health. That's the beauty of it. And then finally, on step 3. So step 1, get your machine. Step 2, get your website. Step 3 is get your business training system. So you click on this. Here's what happens when you click on this. You're taken to a place with your name and email. You enter that person's name and that person's email. What that does is that gets us on our autoresponder site. So what the beauty of that is because they're on the autoresponder site, what happens is you probably got a message today in your email box from me about the weekend. Why is that? That's coming from the PH Alliance. So what's going to happen is you're going to get a message for your team members about all of the events that are happening. You're going to get a message about all the training that's going to happen. Creel, myself, and Siha are in the process of putting together what the first week looks like, what the first 30 days looks like, what the first 60 and 90 days looks like in your business. So not only are they plugged into the system, but they're going to get the tools. They're going to get the downloads. They're going to get all of the system that they need so that you don't have to send it out to every new distributor. We're going to do it for you. So all you need to do is become an expert on 1, 2, ABC, 1, 2, 3. So this is the beauty. Now, if you go up to page 2 here, I really believe this. Teamwork makes the dream work. If we're all doing this, what we do is we're welcoming everybody into our team. And our team, we do business with the heart. That's what it's about. The reality is we're from all walks of life. We've joined together. We help other people achieve true health and financial independence. And we do this using cutting-edge technology that is combined with the global distribution network that eMagic has built, the #1 commodity in the world. We're a billion-dollar brand and the #1 commodity in the world with points of sales, service, and distribution all around the planet. We've got a complete sales training system. We have an autoresponder sequence that helps you train your own team, and we have people that care, and we have events every week. We have the webinars and all that sort of stuff. Now, the final page this is the contact information. By the way, if you need to contact us, this is our information. This is how you get to us if you don't have our personal emails. Okay, and then let's go back to the front page because there's a couple little things I want to show you real quick and before we turn the questions over to you guys. Over here, you'll see our Facebook click. So you click there, and guess what? There is our Facebook page that gets us, here's what's going on, our big events. This was the Turbo Super Saturday that we just did. By the way, if you check out this is a posting I put, the misperceptions about network marketing industry. Let's get clear about the truth. This is a wake-up call. I think this is a really good video by Eric Warre. So we put that on the site so that you can see that, and we'll have all kinds of, for those people that are into social media, all our social media connections are going through there. Part 2, this is the email address. If you're going to email someone, that brings you up right into your email. See, you can see that pop up on my screen. Boom, you email us, right? And then finally, we go to YouTube. So if I click over here, guess what? Right now, we have it set. Whoop. we have it set. This is a video that I did explaining the business side of the demonstration. So basically, I break down that whole thing that Siha was talking about on the weekend, where you go to the Christmas tree and all the different levels, and 6A and 6A2 and 6A22 and 6A23 and all beyond. I break down how the compensation works, the 8-point compensation, how that works out for your business. So you can learn this, your team can learn this, and you can leverage this video. You don't have to show the business breakdown if you're not good with numbers. We'll show it for you. Your team members, if they're not good with numbers and you are, they get to see it. Now, just so you know, we're going to have all of the webinars organized on the PH Alliance channel, so that's going to go to the PH Alliance channel. This will be one of the prime ones. There'll be a water demonstration on there as well for people who want to learn that or share that with different people. That'll be well and fine. But basically, what we're teaching from here on in, because the world has changed, is that we're going to take you step by step, ABC, 1, 2, 3. Invite, open, coach, and we get your machine, you get your business, and you get your training. That's the Prosperity Health Alliance. It's simple, it's fast, and it's efficient. I'm going to share this. It's not easy. We're making the system easy so that you learn to do the hard things. And the hard things when you start out at this is treating the business like a job at first, so that it pays you like a business in the future. And the reality is you got to learn to invite, and you got to learn how to, to open businesses or closes. And those are the couple of the big skills. We do encourage you to read the Eric Worre stuff. We'll be talking more about that in our upcoming emails and videos. But it's really this simple. So again, to just go over this. Number 1, get your machine. Number 2, get your website. Number 3, get your training. That's the system. It's super simple. It's something that we can all do and we can all train so that you can spend more time getting prospects into the system as opposed to trying to get people up to speed in the system. The system's built, the technology's there. This didn't exist when we started, and it exists now, and this is the way the world does business now. Everybody's going online. Everybody has a low attention span. Everybody needs to learn on their own time schedules, the time zones and all this stuff. So we're not limited by that now. We got it all here. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to both of us. What we're going to do, we're going to answer your questions. We're turning it over to you as to find out what your questions might be. So if I can get, where's my friend here, Krill? I've put you out of the picture somehow, Krill. I don't know how I did that.
No problem. While you're figuring that out, I'll just add a couple things onto what you said there, Wade.
Please do.
One being the Health Success Center redid their website over the weekend, and they just launched it. So there's a new video where you go to where there's a woman explaining you're going to have 3 options. You either have an option to look through a 9-step video series on Kangen Water, the system itself, or you've got an option for the entrepreneurial, which I believe is 7 videos, which will also obviously include a fair bit about Kangen Water. Or you've got a third to go through an Ukon presentation. So your prospect that you're inviting to there can actually self-select into what you've already talked about. So basically, you've got everything you need on that site to educate on all of our opportunities here. So I really invite people, if you haven't gone to check that out for yourself, and you need to do that, you can go to my website. It's livinghydration.com. Register yourself. Go on in. Check it out. Become familiar with what this is, or just get on board and take step 2 and get a website, start looking through it. It's $20 a month. It's a great investment for your business, and start using it. Having something does not mean it's going to work for you. Having a Kangen Water system in your house does not mean it's working. When it goes inside your body is when it starts to working. So having these tools, you need to really start using them. We're going to be rolling that out, in the next 1 to 3 months of really teaching how to be effective at being this system so that everybody gets this. So please have patience with this. We're going to go through some technical glitches and all that kind of stuff. But our goal is by the end of this first quarter that we've got that really dialed in. And I think what's going to happen is we're going to be able to attract people that really see that this is where the future is headed, and all the heavy lifting and all the training stuff has been done for them, and they can really focus on what the money-making skill in this business is, which is talking to people and getting them plugged into the system. You know, that will attract a higher level of person who has probably been involved with network marketing before and realize, hey, the system needs to be in place so that I can just get into it and start plugging people into the system. So I'm really excited where, you know, the three of us have gotten together and made this happen. I want to thank Wade because he's got years of experience doing all this online marketing and autoresponders. He's a master with him and his team, and with Kim's help in the background. So we're in good hands, and I'm super stoked where we're going to be. So let's turn it over to some questions and see what's happening out in the field.
So first and foremost, thanks, Krill. We've got Sunday was awesome. Thanks. Yep, that was great. Here's a question from Melissa. Any feedback for those of us who are currently using the EWS web system? Just so you know, I have an EWS web system, and what I do like about it is that it automatically fills in my distributor ID for people. That's the best part, and it keeps me abreast of what's happening in the Enagic Corporation. I think it's good for that. I don't think it's a great sales system, frankly. I haven't generated sales from my EWS website from what's called a cold lead. A hot lead would be somebody that you know that you send to the site and go through that. A cold lead would be someone that just goes on your site, goes through the process, and calls you and asks you to get a machine. I've had a lot of those in the Health Success website, and the people that I've talked to that have used the Health Success site, the amount of people who actually purchase machines without me talking to them is incredible. It really, they figured out the sequence and they asked the questions. So when that person comes in, I get an email, my box says, yeah, I want to buy a machine. Imagine that. Imagine that you'd send out your text messages, right? You get your 25 texts. You send out 25 texts. You get a connection, whatever. You say, hey, Bob, Mary, they might be in another town that you can't get to. Well, hey, can you check out this website? Yeah, they check it out. I need you to watch the 9 videos, and it's part of a thing that I'm doing. Just do it. They watch it. They're excited. A certain percentage of those people are going to buy. They're going to give you feedback. The thing is you're not limited by your hours in the day. The sales, the demo is there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The tracking is in there. So you know if you send something to Bob and he says they're going to do it, you follow Creel's, how he broke down the inviting formula. If you follow that formula and they agree to watch those videos, guess what? You're going to get feedback instantly in your email box that they watch the videos. That's the power. You've got someone watching them to know where they are in that sales process, so you know precisely of when you can move the sale forward or when you can find out what the objection is, and you've got the information right there to send them to this or send them that they need to know what the 2.5 is. They need the scientific validation. They need to know what the athletic thing is. It's all there. So that's what I like about this over the EWS website system. It's sales oriented, and I think the biggest thing that people struggle with is sales. Even though we're always selling, but as soon as someone has to sell for themselves, I've seen great sales videos. They got to sell for themselves. They can't do it. Something blocks them. They can sell millions of dollars for another company. Can't sell for their own benefit, and that's okay. You do the internal work. We'll get there, but let the system work for you. We're excited about it. We love it, and I think it's extraordinary. So, Wade,
I'll throw in, Wade, just a little bit on that. The one thing we can't do with the Health Success Center website is we can't put it on social media stuff. We can't advertise it out in the public. So that's not going to be a premier way to do it. That's going to be something once you've had contact with somebody, you're going to invite them to take a look at that. So it's going to be more of a personal thing. The EWS websites, because it's Enagic approved, we can actually put that on a social media site. We can promote that in a larger audience base. So, there's definitely a style and a certain technique that works if you're going to be promoting Enagic stuff in social media. We don't want to just keep blasting that out. It's got to be done in a kind of a tasteful manner to your audience. So that's where the EWS website could be effective. But I think overall, If you've got a choice between the two, you know, you're looking at about $30 a month for the EWS, you're looking at $20 a month for the Health Success Center, I think it's a better option because it also comes with a whole bunch of training. You can register to be an EWS, kind of be on their email list so you get updates of what's happening, or we can forward those forward. So there is some good support happening in the background there. If you've enrolled in it for a year, use it for the year. I also have an EWS website, so I'm kind of working with both, but I think as we move forward, I think the Health Success Center is going to be where you're going to send people and really ask them to check that out because we can track it more effectively.
That's great. Someone was asking, what's my Health Success Center's website? Let me just see if I got it here, /Awesome Health Alliance. It's in my email, so let's see if I get it up right. One asset. Yeah, here's where it is. Yeah. So somehow I messed that up. Here's what I'll do. Send me an email, Alain.
Or you can
anybody that wants to go, just go here. Send me an email, and I'll send you a link to my site. Because I don't even. It's the Health Success site /awesomehealthalliance.com/.net/Awesome Health Alliance, I believe. But I just send people the link. So I copy and paste everything that I do. So it's in the bottom of my emails. And when I send someone, I just cut it and I paste it and I send it off to my thing. I don't even remember what it is. It's no big deal because people can't remember anything now. I know I can't. I can't remember yesterday. So I send them a text and I click on the link.
And you know, if you're interested, you can get your own brand name on there. So I have my own domain, livinghydration.com. That is connected to my Health Success Center. So you've got options. You can either go with their template domain, which as Wade has, or you can put your own bot domain on there. Option's yours.
So hang on a second here. Let me. I got another person. So do we have to log into one of your HSC sites to see the content? No. There is an option to go on there for one day. So if you want to go in and just check it out, you're more than happy to do that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get that site and post it up for you, so that you can see what's inside it.
But Patricia, yeah, like if you have a new person, you send them to the website and they don't log in, they don't see the content. The reason we do that is because this is not an Enagic approved videos and content, so we have a double opt-in system so that we can run these videos in the background. It's much more effective as a training tool that way, but yes, you're going to have to explain to your person, hey, you're going to go to the website, you got to register to get the material.
Here we go. So, for example, this is what a person's going to see.
Health Success Center.
You're,
On health and business educators. This can help you find through physical health, through financial health, and through peace of
I don't think we're going to be able to hear it too much, Wade.
okay, can you not hear that?
No.
Okay, so if you can't hear that, well, the good news is I can hear that. But here's what happens. This is what the first page is going to look like on your website and mine. This is mine, for example, okay, which they just changed the video today. And it's pretty exciting. So what's going to happen is at the bottom, the person will put in their name and their email and all this sort of stuff, who referred you, okay? Then what's going to happen is an access code is sent to their email. They click on, they get the access code and they put in their unique code, which is over here. That goes in here. Once they put in your unique code, so here's what you want to do. So for those who want to go check and check this out and go through it tonight, send me an email to wadelightheart.com. I'll send you a link to my site, okay? Or you can actually, I can just do this one here. Check out this. Go here, and I'll pop this into the, bear with me, folks. I'm going to pop this into the site, into our questions. Whoops, let me just go over here. I'm a little slow on this digital stuff, just stay with me. There we go. Bingo. So I just listed it in the answers. Did that show up for you guys?
Someone will have to give us feedback on that if it showed up. Did you send it to all?
Kim, did you get that? Can you see that? I'll send to all. There we go. I just sent it to everybody. No, I put it. That's
Yes,
okay.
we got a whole bunch of people who said they got it.
Oh, they got it. Okay, great. So you can log in there and you can see what the person, I want to be clear on something here, Kim. That's a good question. There's two levels to this site. There's the site, what everybody sees, what your customer sees, the videos and stuff like that. And then there's a resource library once you own the site. So when you own your own, there's a massive resource library inside it that has all of the information. So when let's say you have a distributor of yours, and they say, Kim, do you have the document, the scientific documentation on the 2.5? Now, what we've had to do previously is we have to go into our Dropbox or go into my water file or whatever that is, we get that and email that back to my customer. In this case, we don't have to do that. What we do is we go back and say, yeah, actually, I have that right in here. You go into the back office of your site, you have it, and you link in. So everything's all on inside the back of the site. The other thing is when you have a distributor who asks you that question, say, hey, Kim, do you have this? You go, yeah, it's in your back office. And you might take a time or two to start teaching people on their back office. So for anybody here in the organization, in my group, I know I got a bunch of new direct distributors. If you guys can come and book a time with me this week, I'll take you through this. If you have team members, what you want to do is you want to get together and go through it together, or you can come over. We'll schedule some trainings on the site here, the Awesome Health Alliance. By the way, the Health Success Center also does trainings their own. So Rick Ercolano and his brother and Brian Welch and all those guys, they're all involved in that. They do all the training. So we've got that covered. I hope we answered your question.
Mm-hmm.
So, wow, no question. Just a huge thank you, guys. Thank Joyce for making this process so easy. I go to find my socks. Yeah, great. I love that. My socks got blown up. Thanks, Nancy. I always love your positive input. I have an EWS website, but the reason I no longer send processing these sites, they have too much information. Yes, I would agree with you that on Ian. I think that's what you're going to love about the Awesome Health Alliance. Once they go inside it, they're going through 9 videos. And each of the videos are very, very short and easy. And it asks them a closing question after leading them towards that. So I think you're going to find this is much better.
And I would, Ian, I would suggest also if they're fully educated, then they probably are buying. So if they're not buying, there's probably a disconnect. So it's maybe you want to kind of visit like how you're approaching somebody after and asking them about the material that they saw. And because there's still a conversation to be had. Just because someone watches all that doesn't mean they're buying, but they're now educated. So you're asking what they like best, what are their questions, and handling probably a few more objections, probably the price, or not going to be the one step that's going to get the home run. It's going to be a very effective step in the overall process, but you're still going to need to, after the education, probably handle a couple objections and take them into like an opening scenario, talk financing, talk options there. So there's more steps to happen.
Exactly. And let's go to the next thing. So great answer. Next thing, Cassandra, what is your average monthly conversion using the site? Well, when it comes to conversion rates, conversions are always based on the amount of traffic that you send. So, for example, if you have a website, which a lot of people do, they have a website, but they don't send anybody to it. Well, your conversion rate on that site is going to be 0. You're not going to get any conversions. If you send 10 people and you have a 10% conversion, you will make 1 sale out of this. My experience with the Health Success Center is I'm at about a third of the people I sell buy or send to the site buy. Now, keep in mind, it depends on the quality of the traffic. that you send. If you don't send, if you send somebody that you've built a relationship with, you might have a higher percentage chance. Sometimes, though, you can send people that are far away. It all depends. The other thing is rather than doing a demo, if some people are out there struggling with demos, I think the demo is powerful. I would suggest bring a thing of 11.5, show them the oil, wash some tomatoes, show them a chlorine and a couple pH drops, and take them through the videos on the site. So you can actually do a presentation anywhere without carting your machine anywhere by just taking them through the site. That's what you can do for conversion. So the conversion rate, so for me, has been it's outperformed anything else I've done. And I've been in online internet marketing now for, oh, well, geez, going on 12 years. Okay, so Melissa, she's got it. Great. Ian, got it. Beautiful. Okay, these are the people that got the site. Okay, great. Guess I use EWS right at the end. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so
you know, just to follow up with you, Wade, it's really the strength of the invite will allow for the conversion to happen. So if you've had a great conversation, you've qualified the person, you know what they're looking for, you've identified that they're going to find some answers within the site, and then they're looking there, and they go through all the steps, I think it's very good. It gives you a full overview. It handles the objections around the competition. It really builds a lot of value. You come away really solidly on the water side and what Kangen has to offer, and I think it's a great place to then pick up the conversation with that person. And you may need to do another 1 or 2 steps, but I think the heavy work has been done in the education process, that it's then that you can take them more towards, you know, the opening for the sale for them, and, you know, talk about financing. Does this make sense to you? You know, are you ready to get one of these systems? You're still going to get objections and stuff, and how you handle that will probably lead to your conversion, but I think the site alone does a fantastic job on the full education package.
Absolutely. So we're really excited about this. You know, like I said, I understand the power of online marketing. I understand the power of online business systems, and I've been benefiting them for the last 12 years. And you know, the bottom line is I haven't had to work at a job for a long period of time. And people sometimes wonder, well, Wade, how do you travel all around the world? How do you do this? You know, I built an online system in the nutritional industry with my partners, and I took some of that experience to try and connect the pH Alliance to leverage this, because I do know the power of this, and I really want each and every one of you to experience the power of online business. This is the future. Make no mistake about it. The 20-somethings and unders of the world, this is how they do business. There's a reason why Amazon is exploding. There's a reason why the biggest companies in the world are digital-based. The world is shrinking, and we have an opportunity to be at the front end of that. And this system, between the Health Success and the Prosperity and Health Alliance, and the training that we offer through the Prosperity and Health Alliance, is going to help you systematize your business so you can spend your time growing your business, and without spending your time on, you know, doing all the things that you do over and over and over again. We automate that for you. So if we have any closing words, Korea, we're coming up to the top of the hour. We're going to call it an evening. And so any final words you want to say?
I just want to thank everybody for showing up. I hope you have a great week. We're going to get some of these materials that we promised out this week, and we look forward to connecting with you on Monday. And anyone that needs support during the week, you know where to reach us. Give us an email or a phone call.
And again, I want to thank everybody on the Prosperity Health Alliance. I want to thank my partners, Siha Top, who's enjoying the sunny palm trees of Hawaii this evening, Creel Hutchinson, who is hunkering down here in cold and dismal Vancouver, which is a great work environment, and to Kim, who makes everything run so smoothly in the back office. Thank you so much, Kim, and brand new distributor for 2016, by the way, so thank you, team. And I want to thank out and reach to each and every one of you. I really appreciate all your efforts. I really appreciate you showing up to these seminars. Make no mistake, we are working as hard as we possibly can to make this business work better and more efficiently so that you can reach your physical and financial dreams over the coming years and help other people do the same thing. That's what we're all about, and I feel so blessed just to be part of each and every one of your lives, and to see so many of you this weekend, and to see you at some of the other events for those that weren't there this weekend. I love meeting you. I love hearing your stories. I love seeing your successes. And I'm super grateful and super appreciative. I think this is the most amazing business ever. It's a great team. It's a great connection. It's a great business. This is the one. You'll never get another chance like this. So why not turn on as many people as you can to it, and get plugged in, get trained. And if you have questions or there's things that you'd like to send out to us, fire off us an email. I'm at wadelightheart@gmail.com. You know where to reach me. Give me 24 hours. I'll be back to you, 48 hours, sometimes on the weekends or if I'm traveling, but I will get back to you, and because you mean a lot to me. So thanks so much, and we'll see you again real soon.
Good night, everybody.